Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Saturday, July 12th, 2025, part 2, and as well for Sunday, July 13th, 2025. So sorry for those who skipped the 45s and said when I said it would be done by actually I have to finish the 45s because I didn't fit in the other video. So I was up to my ninth purchase of the day, a $2 lot of 45s and it's mostly just the first 6 records that I shown covered the cost of the $2. The rest is just like for fun. So I'll go fast. Paquet voleur par François Guy. Martinique on the Rocks. On the Rock. Martinique on the Rock, sorry. Tavares, the Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, part 1 and part 2 on the other side. An umpteenth copy of speed up a bit. If You Leave Me Now by Chicago with Together Again. Run Around Sue, a cover by Dion's original, which is funny. I just turn around and boom, here's the CD right there of the album by Dion with Run Around Sue on it. I have it on vinyl as well. Just a funny coincidence. So Run Around Sue, the other side is I Want to Share a Dream with You. L'Oiseau et l'Enfant par Marie Myriam. On garde toujours. Got to Be Real by Cheryl Lynn. I hate that. Coming from the Rain. Tubular Bells by the Champs Boys Orchestra. Yeah, that's a siren record. And Fleur on the other side. This is Elton John. Nikita, Restless. Oh, you have this a few times. John Parr, St. Elmo's Fire, Men in Motion. One Love, David Foster. Did I say Foster first time or Foster? Anyway. Casey and the Sunshine Band, Please Don't Go, and I Betcha Didn't Know That. 1979. Gigi Lamoroso, Gigi Lamour, Dalida. Jésus Kitsch, Mireille Mathieu, Santa Maria de la Mer, Trois l'Indien, mon ami. Il y avait un gars dans le cours d'école à la fin du primaire, à la fin des années 70, qui chantait Santa Maria, Santa la Marde. Ça me faisait rire. Il a scrapé à tonne à vie pour moi parce qu'à chaque fois que je jouais ça, je pensais à cette joke-là. Sorry about that untranslatable pun. Loving Influence. I'm Hooked on You, long version, short version. Sugar Hill Gang, Rappers Delight, short version, long version. Coincidence. I didn't put them together by actually no, I didn't. C'est la vie by Greg Lick and Jeremy Bender. This time by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This is dirty, you can tell this wasn't a water damage very easily. Une belle histoire, Jacques Salvaille, ce n'est que mon imagination. Ce n'est que ton imagination. Jacques Salvaille vient juste de mourir today. Jacques Salvaille passed away today, the singer. Just I found on social media, so that's a coincidence there. I have his autograph. I met him in the what year again? 2010. Wanted to have Monsieur Tranquille's autograph, Roger Giguère, and I went to see at Drummondville a summer theater play, and Jacques Salvaille was in the cast, so I also brought an album for him to sign. Julio Iglesias, Style, Limelight, Aimer la Vie. Two hits, two sides I heard on the radio when I was a kid. On CFG LFM. On the Loose by Tease, no idea what that is. Sweet Misery, I'll have to check that. Actually, everything I don't know I will check. The dirty ones I'll just put on a cheaper record player. I don't have time to clean these records. You Can Do It To Me Anytime by Bobby Vinton. Every Day of My Life. Une copie scratchée de Manon vient lancer le ska par-delà l'autre trek. J'ai besoin de ton amour. Ça, je le garde pas parce que je lis des gens meilleurs état. C'est ça la vie par Claire Cédril. Puis Miguel. Sylvester, Dance, Disco Heat. And Was It Something That I Said? Peter Brown, Dance With Me and For Your Love. I'm pretty sure I have that already. Chubby Checker, Quality. The Twist and the Hucklebuck. This I already have. I collect DC La Rue records. This is Deep. What? Oh! Okay, I have that song on an LP, but I didn't realize. So this is Deep Dark Delicious Night. 2 minutes 43 seconds, and this is Deep Dark Delicious Night Part 2, 3 minutes. But I have the full out version on the Cathedral album. Okay, I thought it was Don't Keep It in the Shadows for some reason. What year was that really? 76, right? Yeah, 76. Gino Vanelli, Here She Comes, and Hurts to Be in Love. Dorothy Moore, Misty Blue, and I have the album in the living room in the unsorted pile. And this is the B-side, Here It Is. My uncle Rennie had this. I didn't care as a kid for Misty Blue, and I loved Here It Is. Really funky song, I love it. And it's not on the album. Can't Smile Without You, Barry Manilow, and Sunrise. Is it Sunrise? No, I'm confused with something else. Notorious by Duran Duran with Winter Marches On the Other Side. Kenny Rogers, Tone of the Unknown Love, and Our Perfect Song. Is it pronounced Tung or Tone? Anyway. Frédéric François, Au Dancing de mon cœur. Il me reste encore ma musique. Seulement qu'une aventure de Offenbach. Puis Cœur en Frima, je l'ai déjà en parfait état. Quitte la Cacane de Jean Lapointe et Rire aux larmes. J'ai acheté ça quand ça a sorti en 1958, j'avais 10 ans, j'étais un petit cul. I bought this record when I was 10 years old when it came out. It was a big hit on the radio. Ne lui dis pas, Dalida, Manuel. Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, and Substitute, I have the LP as well. Dawn, I Can't Believe How Much I Love You. Tie a, this is the A-side, oh boy, it's dirty. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. I'm mostly pissed off because I mostly was interested in recuperating the sleeves. A lot of them will go right in the... Anyway, Ride My Seesaw by the Moody Blues, I have the LP. And Voices in the Sky. Miss Broadway by Belle Epoque. Losing You. I have this already. BCG Street Talk Variety Variation 3, Variation 2. Okay. Jacques Boulanger, Notre amour vivra toujours, j'aime les filles. Robert Paquette, Jamaïca et l'envoyé. À toi de jouer d'assin avec le café des Trois Colombes. These will go even faster because those are all heat damaged. Got to Get Into My Life, Earth, Wind and Fire. I'll write a song for you. This is Butterfly Fodder, a vocal and instrumental. And this was the picture sleeve. This is Papa Don't Preach, all work, Madonna and Pretender. It was in this pretty poison sleeve of Catch Me I'm Falling. This is a completely trashed copy of Lionel Richie, Say You, Say Me, with Can't Slow It Down, and this is the unusable picture sleeve with water damage, and it's totally trashed. Pick Up the Pieces by AWB, Average White Band. It's warped, but I have a good copy, and this is Work to Do. I'm Not in Love, 10cc, one of my favorite bands. As a kid, my uncle already had this. As a kid, I preferred Channel Swimmer, 10cc, which is a non-LP track. And this band had, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, 10cc is the band that had the best B-sides. Incredible B-side band. Man, they made so many great B-sides that are nowhere to be found on any LP except for compilations. And my favorite 10cc song, and remember I collect their records, is a B-side. It's called Get It While You Can. Oh my god, I love that song. Pearly Gate, Daisy, and What Do You Hear From Your Head? Karen Young, Hot Shot. Warped. The Road I Took to You, Pieces, Joy Heatherton, and Gone. I'm going to play a few seconds of each towards the end just to see what they are. City Boy, 5705, and Bad for Business. Born to Be Alive, Patrick Hernandez, Too Many People. Oh, I have this already. The Knack, Good Girls Don't, and Frustrated. Shake Your Body, Get Down to the Ground by the Jacksons with That's What You Get for Being Polite. Mark Lindsay, Are You Old Enough and Don't You Know? Almost done here. Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House with That's What I Call Love. This is actually broken. Holiday by Miles, and These Feelings Will Fade. Tonight's the Night, Gonna Be Alright by Rod Stewart, Warp, and Fool for You. Gérard Vermette, Marcel Giguère, c'est dans le sac, des conserves des Laurentides limitées. Okay, and this is the most damaged record. Like, Van Halen, Out of Love Again, and Dance the Night Away. Je m'en vais sur la plage, Jacques Lepage. I have this in perfect shape, so it doesn't matter. Je reviens, je n'aime que toi. This is too bad. I might have both sides on an LP. Does it mention 90246? Yeah. Oof, okay, good. Both sides are on an LP. So Patsy Galland, The Music Makers, and Save the Last Dance for Me / Don't Let Me Down. Oh, Don't Let Me Down, that's interesting. And I don't know if I have that LP. It's too bad, it's warped. And Chubby Checker, Limbo Rock, and Pony Time. Plus these empty sleeves there because I took some out. So this is the end of the $2 pile, and we're already 13 minutes into the video. Next purchase was it's a long story short. You'll see why I bought this thing. It was $10. I offered $7. He asked for $8. I said okay, $8. I gave him $8 for this thing. I think it's a whatchamacallit thing that you put your umbrella inside from the days where you could not fold down the umbrella like to a shorter length. It's a wooden thing, not too heavy. This is why I bought it. I work at this desk, and it's a very tight desk. The space is limited. I cannot have armrests. I have installed something here. This piece of this thing with a bunch of books and a towel to have my hand resting at the right height. But I'm starting to have problems with my left arm. So I needed something similar, but something I could move easily. I haven't figured it out yet because I just bought this this weekend. I'm shooting this video not the same day. And I still need to find the right thing to add to this thing, but I have to be able to move it easily because every time I get up, need the arm, the legs of the chair are in the way. It's a pain in the butt, but it's great to work 5 days a week from home, so these are a little inconvenience. Anyway, that's why I bought this thing. This I don't know how to call it. Whatchamacallit thing to put umbrellas in for $8, but what's incredible and I think it was worth the $8 just for that. Is the following purchase, the following row. I had this in my arm, and I went to the other aisle, and I saw a man who I arrived later, and that's about when in the morning I ran out of water. So it was about I still the guy had put all the dumped records on the ground, on the asphalt, started a row of records against his car, and put a whole bunch of records, like hundreds of LPs and a crate of 45s. So it was uncomfortable, but what I did is I put this thing on the side and sat on this base. Thank goodness for that. Oh my god. And while I was doing that, some guy asked me if he could see this thing. I had to tell him, no, I bought it, it's mine. So that was funny. Didn't expect that. So that was $8. Let's go back to the more interesting things here. So after I bought this for $8, I just mentioned I went through a bunch of records. So this gets interesting. So the records, the LPs were $1. I saw there were 45s. I said, how much are the 45s? He wasn't sure. I said, well, two for, or I don't know who said 2 for $1, him or me. Must have been him. So I checked the records, and it took at least 45 minutes under the sun, sitting on what I just showed you. I came out with these 9 45s. And I've picked, I gotta make sure I give the right number, because it gets confusing after a while. 18 LPs and 9 45s, okay? So that with the prices I just mentioned should come to $22.50. Well, after I showed him the records, I just said, how much for the pop? And he said $5. So, oh, thank you, wow, cool, thanks. And he was very generous, very nice. He was getting rid of stuff, like, so I got all these records for $5. I've put the best under the pile. I actually have found a holy grail that I can cross off my want list, and plus a few more great ones. And the jackpot is actually in as well as in one of the 45s is worth. I'll show you. Okay, so let's start with the 945s. I have here Wawa par Sam Lloyd et La Liberté. So funny, because when I saw this chart on Wawa, Sam Lloyd, Prod, Norman. I should realize Normand Bouchard, like the French name, but it's actually in French. I thought it was La Liberté, that French side there. But actually, it's worth a few bucks. Not too much, but it's good. So I'm glad that there was another one, same label by the same artist, but there was water damage on the. It was didn't want to have the bar, so I just left it behind. Here we have the Capri. So There's a Moon Out Tonight and Indian Girl. Ça me tentait de prendre pour le titre. Les éléphants, Michel Laurent. Le cœur à l'envers. No idea what it is. This I know. J'ai du bon tabac, Madeleine Chartrand. Ah, comme on s'ennuie. I have this, but I'm not sure in which condition. This I don't have. This I've never seen before. Tony Roman, Bébé, viens que je t'aime. Pas pire pour tout. En bon état, en plus, celui. Puis, Darling, I love you. The condition of these are way better than this pile of junk we just looked at. Ça, c'est inusité. Je sais pas encore si c'est bon ou pas. C'est pourquoi, par Béric Lacaire, Marina. J'ai déjà un disque de lui, un petit ours qui court, même étiquette. Fats Domino, Natural Born Lover, and My Girl Josephine. This I like. I like this side. It's a B-side. Sugar Baby by Soulful Dynamics. This side is Jungle People, but I prefer this side. Both sides are good. And this is, when I saw this, well, I'll switch to French. Les Mystiques, Mon Père est millionnaire. Je me sens bien, je me sens mal. As soon as I saw Les Mystiques, ok, okay, 80s local band. Did I say 80s? I meant 60s local band. And I realized this side, the author, composer, writer, only French names. This could be cool. So I've checked it on turntable. This side is the better one. Both sides are good, but I like this side very much. I've already played it 3 times so far, and of course I stopped whatever I was doing. I was too curious. I've checked on Discogs, which I don't do that often at all. The median price for this is $82 freaking dollars. $82. It ranges from $40 to $100. There's a little bit of groove wear, no scratches. There's a few pops, and so I would call this a VG or VG Plus, maybe if I had a proper cleaning machine. So it's definitely worth at least, well, a virtual value of at least $50. But don't forget, the whole stack cost me $5 freaking dollars. So whoa! So I really love that find. I love finds like that. The LP is only one really bad purchase, and is it that bad? Because I'm trying to remember if I have this album or not. But if I do, I found an upgrade sleeve, because aside from the yellowing, this is really clean. No splits. I think it seems to be their second album. I can't remember if I have it or not. The LP, unfortunately, I didn't realize it's warped and it skips, so it's like unplayable unless I play it on this thing, but not on a Technics turntable, for instance. So that's the only one I regret. The word is hard, because eventually I'll find another copy I can swap. I can keep the sleeve. This I went too fast. Pour la harpe, Marcel Grand-Génie. Music of French origin transcribed for harp. I don't know why. I thought these were just popular music on harp, and I'm always interested in a harp that's not classical. Well, guess what? It is classical. All I needed to do is just flip it. So, although I just realized here at the very last track is Frère Jacques on the harp, so that could be cute. 2 French folk songs there. On rompt petit patapon at the harp. Okay, so it's not just classical, so it's not a total loss. And there's a stupid split. I hate split sleeves. It pisses me off. Didn't need it at all. Picked it up because I felt like listening to it that day, Saturday. And I probably have 2 copies of that already, including a copy I bought in the deletion bin when I was a young teenager at Discus. I bought this for 50 cents. So this is Raffaella Cara, big Italian star, of some disco tracks, and Tantio Guri is so good. I've played this. So my favorite tracks are Sono Nera, Tantio Guri, Luca, and Dancing in the Sun is not bad. So, and California. So I've played that a lot when I was a teenager. I played the tracks I just named. I've played them this weekend. This is not as good as I thought, because I didn't realize that okay, this is Discothèque à Gogo. Well, although I didn't play it, I only checked a few seconds. These are covers, but I thought it was an instrumental band, but they sing, so I'm not sure yet if I like it or not. The Revelins, or Revelins, Discothèque à Gogo. Covers of like Dua Didi, Pretty Woman, Great Balls of Fire. Could be fun. It's on a French-Canadian label, fantastic. This is actually not bad. I've only played one side so far. Or did I play both sides? Oh no, I definitely only played one side. Raunchy Sounds by the High Tones. And I kind of like it. Yep, it's a nice record and in good shape. Johnny Farago, t'aurais pas dû mourir si jeune. Je pense que je l'ai pas. Commence à me demander si je l'ai ou pas. I like Tout seul dans ma vie. Tout seul dans la vie, sorry. I like that song. Because I have it on 45. I don't think I have this. This looked interesting, and the record is in pristine shape. WABC's Bruce Morrow, America's Best Love Disc Jockey. Cousin Bruce C meets Mother Goosey Oops. Well, it says oops there. I don't think that's part of the title. Featuring Hansel and Gretel meet the chopped liver, which seems to, is that an autograph? Perhaps. Yeah, it is. So I didn't see it was autograph, although. Okay. Anyway, I thought would be fun to try. Les Lutins. There's some stupid tape on the cover. I don't know why, but I wish there weren't any tape on the cover. So anyway, Jan Beauchamp ruined the cover. Record has seen better days, but being that I can't get my hands on a copy of either of their albums in good shape, this one is in way better shape than my other trash copy, so this is definitely an upgrade for me for $1, which is the price I've paid for my beat up copy anyways. So far I've spent $2 on owning this record, but I wish I could find a clean copy for cheap, especially the second one. Les Lutins en Orbite is actually even better. More psychedelic guitars, still in the shrink wrap. It's a cheapo budget label, Custom Records. Psychedelic A Go-Go, Flower Power, Sedin, Psychedelic Venture, Lost in Space, Another Trip. So yeah, I wanted to try it, so I will play it eventually to see. Cinemagic Sounds by Richard Heyman and his orchestra. I got confused with Dick Hyman, which might be a different person, but I was hoping for Moog somehow. I don't know, I got confused with other records, but just for the Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds from Yellow Submarine, because these are songs from movies, it's barely recognizable. Barely. You have to know it's You'll See in the Sky with Diamonds to recognize it, so that's interesting. Just for that. 20 disco hits, I got it because it was really clean. So very random selection of songs. It goes from Backman to An Overdrive, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, right to Hot Caramel by the Peppers. I love the Peppers. Finger Popping Time, Hank Ballard. That must be a re-recording, produced by James Brown. Oh my goodness, curious to hear this, because I have the original. The Rubettes, Paper Lace, Skin Tight by YO Player, so it seems to be Never Can Say Goodbye, Gloria Gaynor, so it seems to be all kinds of various stuff that were published by, pressed by Polydor in Canada. Anyway, so I got it because it's really clean. The Partridge Family, why not? Because it's in great shape. Crossword Puzzle. Okay. Switch on Back. I don't think I have this already, although I've seen it a lot. The vinyl is so clean, I decided to get it. And then we get to the good stuff. Clean Corolla Pendant Records. I can't leave Corolla Pendant record behind. Tropical Magic. Another Corolla Pendant. An Evening with Corolla Pendant. A concert performance. And another Corolla Pendant. Music of Hollywood. On the Mighty Pipe organ, sorry, because I think it is, no, it's not midnight yet. This I was happy. I collect Errol Gardner records, my favorite pianist ever. F.U. Roland for ruining the cover there, but otherwise this record plays so well. You know, this early label there. So I think I'm ruining the punch by showing the next record. It plays flawlessly. I love it. I played the whole thing. I was so happy to have this. It's one of my favorite Errol Gardner LPs so far yet. And my holy grail, man, did I freak out when I see. I was like, More Mission Impossible, finally, and the record is in great shape, although this being a stupid US release with their terrible cardboard, it has some ringware, weak corners, but at least no splits, thank goodness. I'm going to put in a protective sleeve. I played the whole thing this weekend. It's not as good as the first LP, but it's still good. And very good, actually. Not as good as the first one. And the first one, Mission Impossible, I actually have... I know I have an unsorted little pile there, and it's been there for a while. Let me just pull it out to put it next to it. It's the first time I'm going to reunite these two albums together. This is one of my 2 copies of the first Mission Impossible record. Canadian pressing in stereo, music for Mission Impossible, and now I have right underneath more Mission Impossible, finally reunited. So glad I got this in a $5 pile. I would have been thrilled to get this for $5. There, I have an $82.45 right there, and damn, I was grinning. I was so happy, despite it was worth being in the heat and everything, and I got a headache for the rest of the day because I didn't hydrate enough, despite my 5 bottles of water, but it was worth it. And this is it for Saturday, the 12th of July 2025. So the next day, and oh crap, I just saw the okay, we'll rush through them because I just realized the video is already 31 minutes long. Unless no. So Sunday, July 13th, 2025, it was even hotter. The 61 minutes I was there, I drank 2 bottles of water and I had to go to the bathroom twice. But I had to go there because this one nice seller told me that on the day before he would bring records that I've never seen, a new batch, and a small pile of better stuff. So I went there early, and I got there early before this other record picker that's always getting stuff to resell, and I managed to get before him. So I got these 3 records for $15. So Billy Joel, 52nd Street, which I didn't have yet with My Life and Honesty. This one, whew, pretty clean. I've put it in the plastic. I didn't want any ringware to start appearing. Record is in great shape. It has well, of course, it's Ike and Tina Turner working together, 1970. Has 2 Beatles cover, Get Back and Let It Be, and it has their big hit there, Proud Mary. There it is. So I was glad to get this, and this. Finally, a playable copy of Overnight Sensation by the Mothers and Frank Zappa. I earlier this year bought a $5 copy that turned out to be warped, and however this cover has some water damage, so I'm going to swap the other cover, although the other cover has some ringware. This record plays well. So $15 for these 3 records. I think it's very, of course they don't have equal value. This is not worth $5 in my book. This is worth more than 5, and this as well is more. So maybe 6, and 3, that totals 15, and that's a great price for all these records. And on another table I found this, Le Serment des Vikings par Join Perlouet numéro 5. J'ai décidé de commencer à collectionner Join Perlouet. Je viens de finir d'en lire un. Just finished reading a Join Perlouet book, and boom, then I find another one. But it was half price of the $10 price, so $5. I said, the conditioner. So what I did is that there was a stack of record readers. The ones I'm missing weren't in the pile, but this Pinocchio in French, I collect them in French, is unfortunately a later release. The one I'm looking for has a yellow label, but it's from the early to mid 70s with 32 1/3 here, and no castles there, and no ridge here, but no coloring, very clean. So instead of trying to haggle the price of that one down from $5 to $4, I've added this, and I've offered 5 for both. She said yes, and that's it. And I went back home, and thank you for watching and sticking around for until the very end. Thanks for watching. Oof.